If you're interested in learning how I made this sumptuous looking egusi soup, then stick around for the recipe. The first thing you're going to do is put your meat in the pot, and for me I used male goat meat, some cow skin, some stockfish, and the blended pepper mix is a combination of yellow, red pepper and onions. I added my Gino pepper chicken cubes and I added water. I allowed this to come to a boil for about 12 to 15 minutes. Then I proceeded with my palm oil, my crayfish, and I added some blended uziza seeds. That's just for more flavor. Now in my hand peel blended egusi, I'm going to be adding in some crayfish, some blended uziza seeds, some seasoning cubes, some pepper mix, and some chopped onions. I added a little bit of water and I mixed this to a paste. Now you can make the paste slightly runny or thicker depending on the consistency of egusi that you want. Now you're going to add that your paste the same way I'm doing into the pot, and I don't mix this when I've added it because I don't want the egusi to burn. When you're making egusi, to be honest, you need a lot of patience. So when you add the egusi in, you're going to turn the heat down to medium low and you're going to allow it to, simmer like down for about 15 minutes. Then I always proceed with more spices. That is my crayfish, my pepper, my onions, and I taste for seasoning, and if there's a need for it, I'll add it. I also added unshelled periwinkles to this, and I also added some smoked panla fish. I gave this a good mix and I allowed it to simmer for another 3 to 4 minutes, and then I added freshly cut uziza leaves. I promise you, the aroma, the flavor, the taste of this egusi is so perfect. You definitely want to try this recipe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer. I'm going to show you one of the quickest and easiest ways to make your pounded yam. So for this, the first thing you want to do is you want to cook the yams, and this is a very important step. You want to overcook this yam until the water seeps into the yam. So can you see the way this yam is looking like there's plenty of water inside? That's exactly how you want to do it, and I'm going to explain why during the course of this video. Once you do that, you're going to pop the cooked yam into your food processor. Sometimes I also use my mixer, to achieve this as well, like the mixer I use for my bread. The reason why you want to overcook this yam is because this process of making pounded yam, you don't put water in the food processor, which means that your yam can come out very hard. But if you overcook the yam and there's water inside, your yam is going to be soft. Now another reason why the yam has to be very soft is because if you don't cook the yams and it's very soft, your yam is going to come out lumpy, and we don't want lumpy yam. This takes like 2 to 3 minutes after the yam is cooked, and your yam is perfect, it's soft, it is lump free,